Ebusia yebesa mo bibiara akwa aba ha ye Pinaxtv na yento aso wonsemfufo mu na nsema ekoso no yenyina ye nim Ghanaian actress Kumawood actress Maame Serwaa na Insembi Aba Maame Serwaa was granted an interview revelations IPM de bebre na Abdul Karim and yes that interview no na questions that obisa no to me say point Maame Serwaa started acting no na oya abofra kra na so and then wenyi ama otimi hu na otimi say de body time ankasa na eno ena Ghana fo bebre pa je say nyame wahira no ezanso wenu onyam wechi onyam nchenchem nyam nyina so owo bi nyame e de ache no ena interviewer no Abdul Karim ebisa no about the relationship status about the fact says sebio so timi kwatena brochire a no onya akwanya kwatena brochire a obetimi atena ho aye adwuma ana ebetie muaye a Maame Serwaa edema no esanse opache se niama bi wo ho no ma eya na Ghana for de omuhunu styles bi kakra enenti ono no de ose abrochire kra de onya ekra so ebia okwa akoye adwuma tewu bi na waba de a fine na yesanso bisa no nsemfufo bi concerning the boyfriend relationship issues and last year by this time as the last year somewhere August ni mono I believe so odini birthday and the 24th birthday na out of that birthday no the boyfriend shower sick de ba mebo mu ama wo hu senia asem nyina afi ba enti ye bisa na about the relationship status ene senia niama yenko ni yenko tie sa video no ye ba ye be
na owo abrochire experience kakra se wo so ta akwa abrochire
na me koye adwuma no asaba ba se bia ehwo asetena ne de menye hwe
untumi nya adwuma wa abrochire
nana ebe din kakra
sa
cause on say Ghana for ndos wo obu wo ho a me say me ye maju se me kwakotena wo a obu wo hu se o wakotena wo enye school ntina wo ko
yeah
se me kwakotena na me nya hwe me relax de me ye adwuma ba Ghana ni bi ko hu a I say Maame Serwaa na ye adwuma wo McDonald's ade e wo de ombeka
okay na me ba wo na Maame Serwaa ye adwuma McDonald's asenye bone
enye bone ba onim ye country na ye wo mu e wo de nipa ne beka obi beka se o oti Ghana ha no odi ni sika nyina ye lifestyle ni slay queen nti baby kwa na ntesa ebo akotena ho no obi ma so afi na wakoho afi na wo pese wo hu hawa wo beti atoto nyoma yie enyi nyina na se bi ye wo abusuafo ho even kwa wo abusuafo ho kra na still na no and that form sa to wo kono be wa say oh to go and be lazy over there and just say oh my babroche no I need to start doing something. Wo koye bibi no so eno so e wode enkofo beka. Ti me koho na e adwuma na masaba back. Me ya me pese me che ho because me wonyoma bebre so ye wa.
Na obeka no krepa are you living a good life in Ghana? You okay? Wunya sika se de esenka wunya no. You okay?
On say me start adwuma na misua. And so far nyamiadum enyoma ekoso nkaka but enya ne said na nka me pen no but still now I'm grateful cause be enyo obi a na enya ne said me nya no to have something enough to look after your loved ones and also have the face to say okay and me ni bibi akra na metimi di me face medjuma maye for all this while metimi di akope bibi wo brands bi wa na metimi di akope I think say nyamiadum no I'm okay in a way.
Wow. Fame any be a relationship do you struggle with relationship as famous as you are now? Do you struggle with relationship?
Nana, what I want people to know I will let them know.
Okay.
I think so far my relationship on shedani about apart from recent one year me womi. So me pese mu hu bibia na me mamu hu say oh bibia bibi say koso.
Na then a recent one dey hu ye.
Okay, so I think so na year my birthday any issues na and na blogger bi wo ho e wo bibia na me wo na so ono ne be try so yes Maame Serwaa the apartment we and the boyfriend or auntie there Maame fan got almost went people got to know what was
were you bothered who say video no babon how
in a way yes but not any serious obende me can say me this year because of certain things so be why be or to be say e bia who this year because who so say bia or sponsor be and I say no ente sa. Sometimes no ya de nyoma bi sa sie because ya see the nipa dodo nim no yen say no. Yes. Na me di sie no because me penalty say me who said me sin kano. Yeah, the best year, all right, but me manko who say I'm not in a relationship. I can still portray some certain things to make people know say, oh, I'm in a relationship, but you won't know who I am in a relationship with people. So me person go for bebre and taking notice say this is Maame Serwaa. Me started a juma no say be na enya ba relationship na enya juma. But as times are you know na enyo messesa you need to be in a relationship to get to something else. Because me so me your ba as time goes on, our rebellion and all that, you need to have a courtship with people,
of course,
just to get to that level. And the man go for who say, "Oh, Maame Serwaa crowd, ni boy we Maame Serwaa crowd."
Because I think apart from boy with the boy, the acting name.
Yes. And Jamaica say, "Dia me person who na ubehu." And baby, I dia ne ko fire inti ne man go for who say.
But all that son no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and the matter natural. Yeah, because video crowd can search it.
Okay, we were friends before say Obi Aminina a sign Bia was a friend.
Okay.
We met me say me Obi crowd bet me father for 5-10 years now. We've never dated. So say Bia me met Sansi I say okay. Nipa assume si ma shana che me na father for che so let me I don't mean strangers co relationship.
But ade amate wo ho say oh you faithful so pa dey say obe chiti enokre.
Me ba try.
Oh wow. Nti sa asem na enokre dey ate no.
But what if you hear
Oh na say wo boy no enya wo say yeso yenim no. No asem na meka. E na obi su nim na me so minim sa nipa no.
Oh okay.
Oh
okay.
Na asempa amate wo ho say onyu nkwala no.
Say betimi aba say onye but ha na meka no obi wa on tesa but partner kwa konya no na ya asem. Nti relationship there you don't need to rush.
Hunipa no say we take you time and sana we can yes.
Nti
yes in buy na say bibia pepe.
Ha nti na say me ni obi nso jaya wonti de nti ayejai. Yeah. We move on naturally like
in a mature way. We are young but panyini sunsum de wo mu. No, said the way no man efe. Ade ba kwa e pe wo ho ye unyini nyina ye hu basa. Apart from say be ka so Maame Serwaa mu ade no. Unza no de no ye de tag de bia na omu ade. Apart from sa tag no ye nhada nti bibia biem.
And the better is so better man no kasa.
Why ade? Wa hwe ho su ye pa.
Abusia interview no de ultimate say emu ye the pa questions Abdul Karim be bisa and they are very very professional questions na ho en obisa say nti Maame Serwaa unya abrochire a obetimi akotena ho na opa chese abrochire dem mekotena ho na se mebu adwuma tew na masamba de amini problem but se mekotena ho pa se metena ho na mekwakoye adwuma wo ho Ghana for kasa yetumi kaniama bebre ennim de wo mu nso ana chese ye kan huhuhu de obroni be fe na exaggeration yetumi ha yeni egega kan sempa nti ono pa de so bakotena bochi ache na wakoye adwuma o ye fan se bia McDonald's ana den onye da na uwi abeka je ne se Ghana hotena ha act ye ni sika ni ne japade a wenye nyina no Oda slay queen there be eno de osi on person beti be kura wo na sum interview anu sansu bisa ne say are you living a good life and I say abrabo na wo bono weni so say onyame adom na ni so wo mu say obi happy e ma ne bro so yes Oliver Twist ask for more into ono kura nya ya there will be more but osi senia wenya kura no you content with it do ba bi na say o pa bibi na onya otumi di nanim ni facial glory no etumi ko baby ambassadorial role ni ade nyina otumi nya ema eboa no ewo kwan bebre so no say last year no the ebema relationship na to ho ne sense no on funny relationship nsamo ma bontin o say ni relationship ne do abrabo Ghana dear on fa bi my sense onim say na Ghana for etina mo me ya ne yenhu se ne private life ne private life na onyi na all starting movie ene oyo ba oba abayo kama ebedu baby as so court ebedu baby as say onya fiancé ebedu baby body no be firewood o nti ni nyina achi no so onya obi na oni nipa na date ana talking stages na ekọ baby na omukọ court na awari ebe mu a ese fata no nti ana kasa bebrebe no na last year no de ko ba ye ne say odi ni birthday no in a particular apartment and a blogger being so ebetwe mu ewo ho no me ho eni ehu ne boyfriend no na ne car na ode ba ye no minimum hu za video no white car bi na obesipre sika obeye show ankasa edigu Maame Serwaa se ne birthday girl ho decorations ni balloons de buburu ja no hwehwe sikegu ne so sa spray sikegu ne so sa enti no eno no na video fufuro nso epie ye no se Ghana for se ne amukasa ya edu baby mu se ne ode ne maame kura akoje on se ne ode ne maame akoje ode yenkɔhwe sa video ne ma
me ya say ode yemfa ne say menye obia me ya say ode yemfa ne say menye obia me ya say ode yemfa ne say menye obia me a normal child and I'm a me mama free moi. Will you still accuse me like this? Me family mama go share for now go first start your videos e posti like penny for like e be in chair me. So I felt really bad. Like I felt really bad. Say adena menkwa like adeye menkwa na because if you go big deal attempt said then I won't come on social media to come and explain myself, talk or anything. It didn't still now go for say nyame once a monica. So I always look at myself in the mirror and I'll be like, am I that bad?
You're not.
Like, why?
You're not.
Me mami flu. This is the first time I make like TV. I tried to harm myself. Like, so many occasions.
Ani anunti eno ene yakotie no se Ghana fo nsema yekekan ni maame efri mu no ye kan ya ma ebi mu twen phone dis yo mo so ye videos akese a mo ka kire ase nyina ne se Maame Serwaa de ne maame se bia kwaji sike duro no se o da bi anya sa na nka oyo obi ono so ne nam ni mfichire ana wo mfichire ena ne maame ewu anka be sa onu mpo no nsem bebre wo ho no ma ye kafa ne ho a on ma me reply on ma me kasa first interview na ye share no utimi say Abdul Karim kwaka che ne se o ya bofra mum nenso wa kare hu yie ama ene no se nya wanyi abedu na se mpeni sem ana mpeni ye bi ewo mu no pa che se ono no e anano asem mpo no onka ezan se Ghana fo nim se na ye chinchi mensem e ma asem no kra no se ye ba akokra wani so betetew no na akoye 1,000 no se ne maame ontumi enye sa na ekọ ba sa na re wo hye na kuma mu ma sabio suicide mpo anko nyaaya anko obeye nanso ebusuafo bi na boaboa no ama na nyame aya adoma oda so ekita na adwi mu na opa che celebrities for no they have their life, they have their privacy nti ebeya na Ghana for yemu sa that boundary, that limitation no, let's have respect for their privacies na nyama bi wo ho no ma ye ka na yesusu aka yesan se na home utumi se video nim na osu Emilia Brobe nso etini nchen esu Emilia Brobe show bi ana oyeso enotwa no sa invite nti akoye ara ho sempa nanso ne nyina mu no futu edema ye nyina se oman se nyama bi wo ho no me ba ye nsusu ni enhu se ne ye beka no na wo kampo a na wo de solitape kakra ye den atade wa no sansa sem no unyina ho na ekoso wonni hu evidence nkofo bebre no mkasa pa no mpo no na evidence bia eni hu na on the face of the pink sheet wa wonni pink sheet wa wonni white sheet enso ye kasa try nti ye befa ta efutuo no efi Maame Serwaa enche na ya wish no all the best in life say abrabo no ekọ nanim no nso onya a lot of progress and onya a lot of success too with good health and then prosperity. Let's move on to the next update na yet also e won sem foforo mo enso a ene de nsɛm a ɛkɔ so no ɛdɔɔso paa nsɛm a congratulations in terms of ɔmo a yɛafrɛ ɔmo to the bar ɔmo a ɛnɛ ɔmo responding to the call of being lawyers or of being barristers or of being esquires, as we will say these days, no. Pictures no bebre na ena twegu na ba ko a ono di mu akotene pa. Yenya sister, yenya beautiful. They say your friend no lawyer, Serwaa Amihere, and Esquire Serwaa Amihere. Now, also, she's been called to the bar. Now, news wherever I know, for bebre na ajine ni just so ajine fair so and congratulations there. If you are now for if you atoye any baby and I to ede amano na Ghana for being so. Ghana for being so bisa nsem na uko Twitter page ebi mo say Serwaa is very beautiful na ni beauty we nyina no sebio so obetimi e de gina ho de defend obi ana we Maame nkan some of the comments emma ye na afede ye ba ya to aso but yen share one screenshot na or say 40 subjects where breakdown 40 exams over 2,500 lecture hours, more than 8,000 hours of private studies and group discussions, 1,000+ judicial decisions. Hey! Nziopa just adisiano. Enye easy subjects no maku 40. Mamoti University na moya courses. Ebi munsu wo JHS. Why subject bebe 6, 8, 9, 10. Now we soon no sene dey 40 subjects. Obi so sanso cho exams maku 40. Obi so a lectures or okoye nyina okan ye. Over 2,500 lectures. Na minim say both online and physical meetings. Na ye kan bo mu na kodu sa 2,500 na. And ono sene nyina echi ye hwe hours kra. More than 8,000 hours of private studies and group discussions in any private studies in Kwan or the group discussions I then aka ho and in no and I say several volumes of textbooks and monographs, dozens of enactments and many more dozens of pencils, markers, highlighters and sticky notes. Since near this year there no bobo no see be a pen, pencil, marker, highlighter and a sticky notes you see it. Sleepy days and sleepless nights. To me, the two bossa or that create assignments be their money. Also, this is the aspect of my life which I've carefully kept away from the public in the last 5 years. In the last, I started to pursue being called to the bar and as a lawyer, steady 5 good years name. Thanks to God, my beloved family, and you, wonderful individuals who supported me through it all. To a new chapter. Yeah, the cheers be abekao. That is from Serwaa Amihere, Esquire. ESQ na many a German do ESQ na chese Esquire. Yenche the next video also it is an interesting video pa chese tretama ocean dear come up yenche. abusiafo anu nti we dey video no na etwegu no we dey nije nkwa otimi say proud moment pa na all celebrating walking majestically to go into the auditorium to receive her name, to receive a certificate and all that no na yehu ye no na enyo no kwa na so far no ne din APMO for lawyer and say this good news recently no about say Ghana has no nkofo bebre na has been called to the bar na ye hwe edin no so edi mu akotene pa abako Madam Lydia Yako Donko na ono deputy IGP na o share screenshot na o share ye screen no so a ye ne picture na ye de ato honom no beautifully boy kama no she has been a police for 25 good years and she's also been a lawyer for over 25 years. And due to me say experience no ewo honom na or the being so then she is celebrating the fact say or non so or started somewhere 2000 no in kakanka kra nyankopon ede no kwakodo. Was it 25 years of law, leadership and service to humanity. I say on 6th October 2000, a young leader took an oath to uphold justice, defend the vulnerable, and serve Ghana with integrity. That day marked the beginning of a journey, one driven by faith, discipline, and an unyielding commitment to the rule of law. In somewhere 2000, no oyabaya kra kiti nemum ojedeto ne ho se obebo ne ho modern na waka oni bie asem ede amano na wasan so asom Ghana sompa ewo mudie mu eno enti na ofa ye no ofi ase nkakra no na eno ode gidie ode discipline ni nyina nkakra no ode abedu hase. 25 years later, I stand humbled by how far that journey has come. From my early years at the bar to leading the criminal investigation department of the Ghana Police Service, and into Ofiasie no na Ofiasie as Obia OD lawyers for no enimu nkakra nkakra na no di etne mua na fe de oko join a criminal investigation department of the Ghana Police Service no. Now see the mission has remained the same, to fight for humanity and against criminality in all its forms. Into ono de o say ne botaye baako se obebo ne homodin ako ede aboa nipa na fe de wako etia bone ana wako etia basabasa yo ekoso ewo krom. I said this milestone is not just a celebration of years in the profession. It is a reflection of purpose, of standing firm in the face of injustice, empowering others and transforming the law into a living instrument of hope and protection for all. Into your patches and to ya wetu ene when you 25 years no be no I think silver jubilee no or see and yes or ye ne keke ne mom or ye e de ahye afufro nso enkran or ye nso ama afufro nso ehu se se woni obi obeka bi ama wa omo nso omo gina ho omo nso omo tumi eka bi na afi de ebeboa nso ama enida so aba Ghana ye rule of law emu. As I look ahead, my resolve remains stronger than ever to build institutions anchored on integrity, strengthen justice systems, and ensure that no one is beyond the reach of the law and no one is beneath its protection. Or say, so all should name na dachi asem no or so bekoswa bone homode na wahye ne dwuma na oye ni mu kenapa na abo ase ne be ya sebi obi nhu ne ho se obro emra so na obi nso enhu ne se oh me de miniska anase mini binti emra no entumi emmɔ me ho ban o se da bi se ne obi a tie bia no emra no etumi ebɔ ne ho ban emma ne ye. Now I see here is to the next chapter where justice meets compassion and leadership serves humanity. So that is from a lawyer. Yes, she's also a lawyer, and lawyer Lydia Yako Donko. I also a deputy IGP, and no everything in chain. I also aba now. Screenshot for and answer congratulations message back and also echo and also edin train ha Fontaine Town so MP for honorable NS ya okumi wenya ne ba bi kono Eric Edem Agbana wishi the late Honorable Ernest Yaokumi congratulations. Musa on kanti asefo ho enyina ye nim de to papa yi musa on kanti asefo ho nanso o say wako okopa. I say the vicissitudes of life are cruel. Na you can't have vicissitudes and the ups and downs of life. No, because sometimes no, kohana baha nini nan ebi oho emo remo ne mo rempa. I say you spent nearly a decade fighting for this day. Enti ohwe Honorable Ernest Yaokumi ene wenya ne ba bi kokra na. Ne che say no kwa no fi ase say in the condo so obey lawyer na enye ne be 10 years ni na opre yes say obey lawyer nti wabone womodin bia be 10 years ni nenso ene no momanka wenya no ene no on kanti asefo ho. O say burning the midnight candle, holding on through setbacks, never losing faith, but just when you made it, that snatched you away. Enti o say abrante sua de anajo fa no de ne na sisi nsuo mu coffee onum coffee bia bi se na ba ya nani betumi ada ho no wetumi asua de pa waye we nyina ekire owie nso a na ene ochina sei nkota ye nyina wasode etia sa niama ni nyina wa ma na ba mu amu nenso ene moma nka bibia sosia ma na nkono nso be fe na esquire yi bi no ene hwehwe no ati asefo asase so a oni ho. I see today as your name is called at the bar, our heart breaks. You earned it, yet you are not here to wear the gown or lift your head with pride. Still, we celebrate you because your story is one of resilience, sacrifice, and unyielding hope. Rest well, learned friend. You made it even in death. Enunti where Honorable Eric Edem Agbana MP for Ketu South and ono ede congratulations message ede Emma Honorable Ernest Yaokumi Sebio wenya ne baby corner or kase papa ya bone homoden pa na enempo no yebo ni din ewo omusuku honom no na nka obi ahwe se nka papa beba na waje ne gan yi na wahye na ne wig ya lawyer fo hye na nka no nso waje bi ahye ne nso fofia nto ata na sebi owo ekurade a enkwa entumi nyinti no owo eden ekọ amene no ye hwehwe na ye hu no se ni nyina mu no ye nka se wanya ade waya ade wetumi esu ade ama yabo wudin ewo atiasefo asase eso eno nti we mu ene nkofo fofo bi eno mo nso modin epiepie mu in terms of being called to the bar magana ha say no bebia ayede bebia obi enjoy sanse nkofo a omo nso menya opportunity no to get to be called to the bar to wear the lawyer uniform to say a lot of honor to the nation. Utimi se Ghana hano ye kwa nimpa. Yanto aso ewa the next update. Yanto aso ewa nsem fufumo. Na se yanto aso abusianfo anu nti wei Serwaa Amihere na utimi se adesiano ekwa ekire pa ama emre bidu yakura na oyadeda yade ampaso honyina na osuan de utimi se nibre ebe mu esanse 5 years akwantu ayede gi certificate nya certificate ketwa enu nti so utimi ayere no ho no bo ne ho modern nti adesiane bi wo ho no ma drip nyina sisisi ne so o hospital na so ne nyina no na osuan de esanse on pese obe feli e exams mu na oba yi nso de yenim se Ghana for ya bashi ni bi a che enti no we no pese o prove ne ho yie enti adesian no wantoto na se na nyame aye na doma ene ono ene ne nkofo akanso no omonse ye ya from to the bar. So it's a lot of good news and a lot of celebration ekoso ewa Ghana ha say eno any video ye ko share ye recently na sesia no na ye ntoa so ewo nsemfufo mu ye toa so ewo nsemfufo mu Captain Smart the explanation bi abeto ho concerning ye kwabena edu Boahene. Na Kwabena Edu Boahene you be serve as NSB director and then director general from somewhere 2017 to somewhere February 2025. Na yeah the charges are now kwedu me makoma kudu ba ko ene ball no ene ne yere Angela Boatin na enye omonko anso na associate Mildred Donko na omo company Advantage Solutions Limited no omo hu eba nsensem bebre ma charges ekomu ma files nso ekomu ma court nsem bebre ekoye na Captain Smart edi insemi etudwa no pache se allegations eni nsem akopie ewo oral fo enim eni special prosecutor enim no sansem ni nyina no national security asem enti sansem ni yemie biesu bebre ema ni nyeye yenko ni yenko tiese ni oka asem no efa ye ni nchiremu na o chirechira ene no ekwa akoye te se we have no case against this man Edu Boahene akoye te se the special prosecutor omuntumi en charge papa on any case. Is that the reality that we are going to see? And I say so be fufrobi ebe piemu along the line. Yenko tie Captain Smart.
To know when you try that with the Kwakofa controller immigration, all your heads of security will go, including your national security coordinator. They must all be prosecuted because of PM. Even China is being prosecuted based on PM, because national security juma omoye no juma a thing. So be an country wa appointment be any assassin so difficult at national security. Razak to was here no or Breburuta. Interior Minister Koshie national security. Defense Shie national security. IGP Shie national security. CDS Soldier Force Shie national security. So everything about Ghana ye bambo nyina gu Razak nko aso aba.
Okay.
What was that the identity?
Yeah.
So, if you want to prosecute Obiana or movie national security sika, Toboase. So, we identify PM pictures of money. Yemfa bank account in court. Yemfa national security bank accounts. Enfan court. Enti ma mencha wade be dangerous attorney general aye. Womo corporate account bia one suspect say enu mu na abrante ni movie sika no 200 pages bisa attorney general say Dominica ni say identity from page 1 to 89 o matie film me ko fa document no fi o anka so court paper docket no so bisa say identity o matie no film. So I think that attorney general should hold on,
review the case.
No match saying a 927 no say abrante and toy no esi building number 1 edru saying building number 2 ya painti color na wo na green and na white building say no what say na who say no e bia abrante no enye CPM eye OPM ni open pictures of money. Man, when you touch national security, you've touched my blood. Because I know how it works. Good to know. When you try that with the Kwakofa controller immigration, all your heads of security will go, including your national security coordinator. They must all be prosecuted because of PM. Even China ntimi prosecute based on PM. Because national security ejuma omo ye no hwe ejuma thing. So be an country wa. Appointment be any assassin so difficult at national security. Razak to was here no or Breburuta. Interior Minister Koshie national security. Defense Shie national security. IGP Shie national security. CDS Soldier Force Shie national security. So everything about Ghana ye bambo nyina gu Razak nko aso aba.
Okay.
What was that the identity?
Yeah.
So if you want to prosecute Obiana or movie national security sika to Boase. So we identify PM pictures of money.
Abusianfo anu nti we Captain Smart nsema or the abeto ho na eno na Ghana for ebisa says so it's Edubo Ahene and his wife and then the other people that are being charged, are they going to be free from this particular charges that has been leveled against them and all patches say ebeya yanto ya boase special prosecutor onto no boase na niam bi wo ho no ma on review na so be start kura non-start ensensem ni bi wo ho no ma akoye national security ensensem na nya bibia no tumi edeto abonten emane yeye ono Captain Smart na patches say oko court ni bi na oko ye no document any evidence special prosecutor no ewo against Edubo Ahene and the wife no those documents were about 200 pages then so and now 200 pages no page 1 up to page 89 we can see he can see ono no kan asem osi onu ohun ye okọ hobi ekọ fa ye na afa de the other pages no de ewo ho nti yem bisa se those pages na ene yen hu no so ewo he na yes those pages no it has records of contract sales, bank wire transfer records, bank account statements, company registration documents, property ownership and you see what we see 9 and or real estate bebre ni na no patche say he should prove it enye kasa keke na mom oma ye hu se ampa we ahana we wo you see Interpol stolen vehicles nyina records e ka ho na caution statement, investigation caution statement, charges statements of each accused persons, records of assets and non-declaration assets nyina e wo ho, a flow chart of money movement through a complex web of bank accounts and you see if bank way na e call bank way ni nyina you see ni nyina e wo ho se wo ho a yes see any deputy attorney general any attorney general mu ye mwejuma monye ni ye na mo hwehwe ensem ni mu ye enye sa ene ekobe ye te se Edubo Ahene ene ne yere no omu bebu Ghana fo bukata na ahyem no ye hu beebi a ebekọ akofa ne yanto aso ewo nsem foforo mo na ye ba no apomudin ensem a we atadwo ya ti den menim ye mududo na ye nim la General Hospital na la General Hospital maybe no na it was very functional all of a sudden no somewhere in the year 2020 ni mo ho baby no and then it was demolished ye bubu no se na be ya ye betumi esi no ultra modern hospital nanso na be si ne sa hospital no yentumi nsiye and Minister of Health there Kwabena Minta Akando the revelation be abase sesia sa hospital no ye betwaso na ye twaso enche ye bewie. So the Minister of Health Kwabena Minta Akando has revealed that the reconstruction of the La General Hospital will cost Ghana about 50 million euros. 50 million euros. According to him, government has already made a payment of 7 million euros with about 43 million euros remaining to complete the project. Inti Kwabena Minta Akando patre say abaine fiase ebone humodin bia se La General Hospital no omo be sign aye den esi na ne ka a ewo mu a esi ebe cost Ghana for no eno any 50 million euros no since 50 million euros no ye to nchen a esan se omo pese omo fi ase nkakra ninti no omo abo mo homodin ato ase 7 million euros and ebe ya constructor no any mpenimfo omo nso omo wo ho no ebetumi edi free ase answer. Also this morning I visited the site of the La General Hospital, which was demolished in March 2020 for reconstruction. Inti osi anope and okotra nenia konhoma kakra. President Mahama is committed to completing the abandoned health project. Inti osi enye we nkwa anya La General Hospital nkwa ena President John Dramani Mahama eni eta ho se obehwe aye ni ye na mom no we enodi efi ase enti no obehwe amenunsi we this year government has allocated 130 million Ghana cedis to the project eno any sika aban etwa ede ama La General Hospital no say yamfa emfiase or say upon completion the hospital will serve residents of La and surrounding areas into omo Osu omo Accra main Accra ho omo circle kakra de ko teshi nyina mu betumi abala General Hospital hobi say ye wia na omo pa say this project no ade hu hia pa esan say emre na hospital no ewo ho no na nkofo omo ko ho no doso na enso ene no ye ade akọ clinic bia utimi hu say labadifo no ene omo wo area honom no omo chiri omo pa esan say ho no small clinic and shada entumi serve the capacity and then the number of omo sebio omo ho edodo omo muti omo nan omo wanya accident impo no na ye de omo ekope baabi akwa na ni nyina ayedin nanso se yenya hospital La General Hospital na ebe sheda aboa na we na Ghana fo bi etie no mo si John Dramani Mahama His Excellency ya ade pa esanse we no ya ade a ehu hia health apomudin de wo hwa na wahwe ni ye wo hwe nso a na wahwe in terms of infrastructure yesi dining wia na ne ho akade esese ye de beka ho te se hospital beds ni nyina de yenim se obetumi aye sansa Ridge Hospital kwa no we ye ma ne ye kama ma ne ye te se hotel enti John Dramani Mahama de ne nsa be so La General Hospital mu de yenim se obeye ama wa ye ni ye na yanto aso enso ewo nsemfofo mu na ye to aso won nsemfofo mu na nseya na ebeto odwa ye nyina ye hu ye Ghana for nurses for ko demonstration na ene de almost be 10 months ni yentua omoka na a similar story is actually going on with regards to Malik Basantali na ono ene youth employment agency boss na pache say nkofo bi keka hu bebre na ekoso ebi mu nso pache so omo ye adwuma wo youth employment agency na almost 10 months ni yentua omoka no se assembly enya nokure sanse nchiremu awo ho akombia nchiremu eka ho ana ba che se onu obetena aso se YEA boss no na edini de bebire na edini edoso nti no otena ase se obehwe nkofo a omudin ewo nkrata mu omo CV ene omo application letter efa eni ejuma na omo ye no na sa nkofo no eno ohwe mu no hu se we mu de se ye koso aye den ye tu omuka na omo maka ne de ye tu omuka enye ye nti se bi se unya usika ene na wudi na eni nkrata mu na mo menye se ye ntu omuka nti YEA denies allegations of 10 months salary delays or purchase ebi nsida na ebi nsu ensida yankan letter omotro na tintin ye de beto ho de ma Ghana for entiasie ye pa youth employment agency that is YEA headquarters are release youth employment agency response to allegations of unpaid salaries almost say nimgwase de omompe Malik Basantali nti o se way the attention of the management of the YEA has been drawn to reports circulating in the media alleging that about 300 staff of the agency across the country have not been paid their salaries for 10 months. The agency wishes to set the record straight and provide clarity on the matters as following. Into year pa, yasini pa beye 300. And a yentia or mokawasi derby. And Santino, ono di onya butchere, actually mo send a beya Ghana fonso, ebetias. In yedikai, also it is important to note that the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of YEA Mr. Malik Basantali, assumed office in February 2025. It is therefore factually inaccurate for any group to allege that the CEO has failed to pay them for 10 months when he has been in office for only 8 months. Enti yesi omo kase Malik Basantali nti omo ka bosomi edu omo yejuma omo afaka omo de aba nanso ye nti omo ka no se odabi ono kwa oba abenmu ye ma na ejuma no February who can February besi na 8 months nti ebe den na wusu ko gina baby say 10 months ni ene na say nti aban fufuro no na ntua o kenyo no o say 2 upon assumption of office the CEO inherited the existing payroll which was presented to the board of YEA and duly approved. Since February 2025, all staff members captured on the official payroll have been paid consistently up to September 2025. Inti onsi omo ba abemu no ye di edin emomo edin ne di omo hweso ahwemu ye pa hu se omo wo mu no ezi etu omo kenti yetu omo ka abesi September 2025 ayabosumi etwemu no. No individual whose name was duly verified and approved has been left out of the payroll. So bien ni wa yehwe nkrata mu osefata se yetua ne ka ye ntua no obi a yetua ne ka ne so miensa. In keeping with transparency, management undertook a comprehensive staff audit earlier this year to ensure that only legitimate employees are maintained on the payroll. So omo ba ben mu no omo wo so nyama mu kakra omo hwehwe nkrata mu hu se hwan mu ene edwuma no omo nkrata ene edwuma no ekọ sankofo no ene yesi ampa yebetu omo ka omo maka de hye odi nka ho ane je se wo nka payroll no ho yebeyi odi afri. This exercise, far from being punitive, was to protect the integrity of the agency and safeguard public funds. Or say na dream mu fine and or dey ade we wan ye say aban foforo abetna edwaso nti na ene no oyi aban foforo no nkofo aban dada no nkofo afim da bi na mom o se na ebe ya yense sika dodo no Ghana yense sika dodo no or they protect aban no eshika inti no ye dia oye no. See, all staff who participated in the audit have been paid accordingly and continue to receive their entitlement. Inti omo di omo ho eba ye ma yehwe omo nkata mu aye hu se ampa omo bia ye kama ne de yegusua etu omo ka. Ye to so na ye nkwa ntenteme. It must be emphasized that certain categories of staff had their contract expired prior to the CEO's assumption of office. Or see a bit more honma ansana or baba dia and all baba ye boss no YEA boss no more contract in ewu. Omo contract eduma ye from so mo meye no na asa. In such case, management directed that they reapply for renewal through their respective directors. Those whose contracts were renewed have since been placed on the payroll. Enti omo contract ni wuye no. Yesi ni obetumi asan ye den apply biom. Na omo san apply ne de ampaya ji omo atum amomo nso yeguso aye den etu omo ka foforo nso de asone ye ntinti. The agency remains committed to the welfare of its personnel. Management views with deep concern reports of hardship, including alleged cases of suicide attempts among Ghanaian youth arising from unemployment pressure. Almost see YE for no almost Ghana for asem edoma kuma so pa especially mebuno no esan so mu ni ma ho kire pa e wa Ghana ha sei e na ebi mu mpo sebi etumi se omo ho akonfo na omo pese omo di omo ho dem esan se ejuma eni kromu nti no kra de omo mfa omo ntoto na sese obi be ye ejuma no omo ntua ne ke no kra de yifi ni din mo mpenesa. Also, it is precisely for this reason that YEA continues to pursue every possible avenue to create sustainable opportunities for young people across the country. Into almost almost bomb homebody. So obi biara bebunu bi owa Ghana he biara no omo betimi enye adwuma bi amana ya na kwanya bi ono nso ebenya bibi ede ne nsa ede akona no. That said, it must be clearly stated that it is at no point has the agency deliberately neglected its verified staff or failed in its obligation to pay those who legitimately captured on its payroll. And until I see omo nshada enya boapayo enya hwehan enka se obi ani din awon krate mu awaye adwuma se ye tua no obe shada ka se ontua ne ka da bia no kra de empare no kra da tofia kwa. And also the Youth Employment Agency assures the public and all stakeholders that the agency remains committed to protecting the interests of all its staff, ensuring accountability and delivering on its mandate to create sustainable employment for Ghanaian youth. Omo webo omo homoden pa se omo betimi ni afoforo nso aka bom na se nya de bia omo ye no omo behwe ama mebunu a omo wo Ghana ha se no omo nya nnwuma ama omo nsa etumi akoma no eno na Youth Employment Agency no sa ene omo botaye nti o se eno ano behwe se ebekoso enti letter no ene osan ye Sidik Musa or your Director for Corporate Affairs and on so at this letter tin to her based on some Ghana Phobi can say YEA Youth Employment Agency Entria Omokaye. Yet was so ewan sem fufu mara hosem asifisem and also abeto dwa and it's a brand your die screens you see we did 20 years pet. I see breaking news 20-year-old carpenter bon kon ye juma kama says ya de not to aban kukumu 50 years bon ebe no ye for defiling 7-year-old girl in Takwa. Abofra ya kan wa asem yi abofra a chese o class 2 ana brantie ten nenim producer my picture ni bi ye hwe sa picture no ye hwe brantie nenim abrantie ni dia kodi sa nyambra nsem yi nti abrantie kama nti pa chese unam krom na uyo oba ahia oba bien few carpenter so they say nkamunya bonus nkaka yenko tie the details of this particular story ni hwe se na asem ni nyina akoba ye wunya sa advantage no. A tragic case has unfolded in Takwa where 20-year-old carpenter Francis Kujo has been sentenced to 50 years in prison for defiling a 7-year-old pupil, a primary 2 pupil. The young victim lived with her mother, Hatia Ama Mary, in Abanchi, a suburb of Takwa, where the incident took place. In Tiabaya ne de, one ne maame enete, ne maame no ye fe no Hatia Ama Mary. No mote Abanchi ewo Takwa nti asem no Takwa ena esiye. Abrantie nso ne carpenter adwuma no Takwa ena oyewo. Enti Hatia, who runs a local chop bar, was a close friend of Kujo, often relying on him to run errands. Enti Maame Hatia yi obi a wabie ne chop bar kakra na ene onua benku osanso de kokonte kakra kan wache ene omo ne nyina onua bi na esan edwuma no se na e di nti etogba na ohia obi ama wasoma no enti ana na wafra Okujo ya Fran abrante no Kujo ne efe no Francis Kujo abrante Kujo eje ya atonsuo mame o de eje to rubber mame rubber me de be chichire aduane nti osoma Kujo nkakra enti omo ye nanfofo pa I say this trust allowed Kujo to exploit their relationship. Sajidie ya mami enya ewa abrantie yi mu yi. Eno na ma abrantie advantage. Ema odidi sa nyamra nsem yi. Sneaking into the victim's room to commit the heinous act. Enti ye ka maame hatia dem mpo. Ena oko ode ne nsa ko hyehyehye abofra no ho. Ededre akwala no. Enti you see the breach of this bond has left the community in shock. Kromofo kwa ni kromafo no de. Enempo yes asem no koka na obia hwadwiri no esanse enya de ana omoni da se bibi sa beye den ebesi. The victim barely confided in her teachers after they noticed her distress, prompting them to inform her mother. Hatia wasted no time reporting the matter to the Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit in Takwa, leading to Kujo's swift arrest. Enti abofrano ketuano 7 years near abofrano eno ko suku. Enti suku ho ena teacher fo ni hu se asa akore ni hu ntene no. Asa opeso otenase nso opeso obetenase. Asa bibi ha no. Enti ho ena omofra no ebise bisa na nsema pusu na bisa no kwa kire ne tofinyi na no motoma no biscuit ni kalipo. No mo toma no mo ebisa ne nsem ni mu ye pancho ho ena kwala no nso eyi na kumemu e kan se oh eye Kujo yo Francis Kujo yo carpenter yi ni o ena ode ne nsa ahyehye mase ayemise e teacher for na ti asem no o man tena so o mo bo modern pa na o mo frɛ akoda ne maame esansa asem no akoye asem a eye chese eye ahome tisem. Enti omo frɛ ne maame omo ka kire ne maame no nso wantena so wanye ne yenkoye ne busua asem bia da bi oye na pa na ono nso so de ye no call report ye ewo Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit ye dofsu nkrabata a ewo takwa no na omo nso mantena asem no to kro omo te ye no ene ndie tipa omo ko no omo ko chi Kujo ye nto asem ne so in a court room moment that stunned many, Kujo knelt and apologized to all present, particularly the victim's mother, before his sentencing. He faced two counts of defilement, each carrying a 25-year sentence to be served consequently. Enti yasi court room hono mayede asemnum na court mpanimfo court mpanimfo bisa abrantie Francis Kujo, are you guilty or not guilty? And then the oji tum say or you guilty pa and a court for say so me na the ebe eyawodia. And then the omodebo bono left right center enti ni nyina ya kan bomu no omode charge omode kwadu mienu na bono nanso kwadu mienu nyina baako bia modu baako bia kita 25 years 25 years plus 25 years 50 years and yes ni nyina onko da bankuku mu na omfenhua nyansa eno nti yes court sa no anke ya de ne san elko a police for akache no abrantie ekotoye ewo court box ni ma no kotoye no ene ndio ohwe ya maame hatia ama Mary enim no say hatie maame enapei me pacho we de fa me bone cheme minim se unya mi mugidie na wo soma me wodam ho kura mitumi wura ho me ya sure se aduane nyina otumi ma ne aduane free ane carpenter for de otumi ma ne aduane free so otumi soma ne de otumi ma ne aduane free na so ni nyina achi no abrantie no ayesa nyamra nsem yi enti opa maame na cho se maame no emfanche no ewo sa ade na waye no ho. This case highlights the critical role of community vigilance and support systems like DOVSU in protecting the vulnerable. As of 2:30 p.m. Ghana time and Greenwich Meridian time today, October 8, 2 days ago, and a story about 2025, justice has been served though the emotional scars remain for the young victim and her family. Enti asem no esiye na ne nansa eye the 8th of October and asem we esiye ne say kromafo ma yade pa na we no eye adesuade e de ma ye nyina se ma ye nye hwehan se to bi won ma hu se bibi atochema e wo bi ho ana se bibi ho a na won so wabon ho modern se bia wuntumi nkoka nche police for kra na obetumi aka kire obi a nipa no betumi ayeden ede akọ dan police for akache ne no ene ebeboa ama asem no yetumi edi na yedi ni eyie pa enti abrantie kujo Francis eda aban kokomo yanto aso e wonsem foforo mu na yeto aso wonsem foforo ma the next update no would have to do with NPP flag bearership contest ekoso otumi hu se akensie no emu ayeden pa emu ayepinso sesi ano obi a ebo ne homoden se yebete ne nka obi abo ne homoden se ono so di nanim ebepie ama yehu no na engineer kwabena e Japan miami din ba ko ane ene empenimfo ka se ni din no yenyin frin kra tanimu as flag bearership ana say yensan ni din fanshe mesansa sika sembi wo hono ma on tuam ye yankoni yankoshe se na asem na nkasa etie o say we are still in the race enti asem ni nyina no ni communication director no the response aba esan say edu baabi no yesi omuntu esika bi bebe 4 million no eno omuntumi ntua nti omuntumi ntua no ena nkofo esi ne sade ye papa ye be ho na si baabi o ye ho na si baabi anama ye ho na si baabi eho ena omo communication director eye kwabena e Japan or no ye in charge of kwabena Japan campaign team Paul Abdul Rahman Isa Dowona ode nsem bia betu dwa ye pa che se Ghana for MPP for delegates for monka makoma ntomo yem esanse omo kwa de omo nsro hwe akansie no mo da subom no omo beko no the full length into the communications director of Cabinet Japan's campaign team, Paul Abdul Rahman Isa Dowona, has reiterated that the former general secretary remains committed to the new patriotic party flag bearer race, despite controversy surrounding the payment of Ghana 4 million development fee. Enti emrebi ebaye, yasi wofa forms via eyo omo ya aspirants and so me omo for flag bearership race na offer forms ni via aside that no you are supposed to pay an additional 4 million Ghana cedis in the coffers of the NPP for development fee now so say CK and I yesi Cabinet Japan and the campaign for ni penny for omo ntua ye enti omo ntua ye no yesi ne sade ni omo ye omudin efrim and Abdul Paul so say dia bi Emasa isanse omo no omo bo mo homodin se omo betumi asolve issue no ska no betua o say we are still in the race 4 million Ghana cedi issue being handled internally enti omo say omo mu no omo bo mo homodin pa se sika no say yesimpoa o say ye we onketenkete no sa no omo beje say ntobo akra no omo beje isanse omo nim se omo wakuku duro pa se eye Cabinet Japan engineer ena onu eba bedi MPP for enim coming 2028 almost obi ama Dr. Mahmoud Baumia onkoda almost Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan onkoda Brian Champo onkoda omo maka nyina enkoda former education minister dabi yase mamma hu kra eno every communications team omo dom Cabinet Japan omo pache so omo no omweni abreko na 4 million enye bibia enye sika bia enti sa 4 million omo betua no omo tua nso a omo anso na kensie no omo ba be wini enti delegate for nso omo homode no omo nto aba no emfama engineer Cabinet Japan san say onye hwekura no wabeye general secretary of the NPP da no obeye general secretary no niama ekoyie pa edema NPP for nti omo nkai da bi omo ntwa mani enkwa chire na omo de omo eni kwa chire omo behu se papai waye niama bebre ede aboa NPP for a yato abama no as flag bearer ebetumi aboa pa yanto aswe na se yato aso nso a ho na black rasta ane ye black rasta ja rastafari ozi ahudwiri semba na ekoso wagana ha sei ozi obia en surprise na to say his excellency John Dramani Mahama ozi his excellency was surprise what shock price no we a shock and a price nyina bom e chance wo ba be wo ye wo bontwa Chatam na wonya president o na wo ye presidential candidate wo born to awusi o MPP for ministers does dodo MPP for appointees bebre dodo enti wo ba wo de no ye ba fa no lean government and they say bibi tien bi te say me ameti he obolo kwa de umpe government ye obolo nanso o se enne ye twa ye ni na ye hwa Young appointment His Excellency John Dramani Mahama waye. Bubruja. Ye can cry na ebro 100. And then I cry there 100. Ne mu presidential staffer. Ne mu deputy chief staffer in charge of this. Ne mu we in charge of this. I say enti angya ena motugu Ghana fueni. Ena mo dada ye nene mo dia benya power. Ena mode ye de amoya na se den pa o se ohia nkyeremu ye nkwo tie se na o kan asem no sifa ye ne ba ne abeto aso.
I am honestly worried about the number of people President Mahama is appointing left, right, and center. I am scared. I am honestly worried about the number of people President Mahama is appointing left, right, and center. I am scared. In fact, cockroaches are being appointed, lizards are being appointed, mosquitoes are being appointed left, right, and center. Mr. President, let's be honest and let's have it straight. If you have promised that we are going to have the leanest government is not only about ministers and deputy ministers. They involve and include all your appointees, for crying out loud. I am scared the rate at which appointments are flying all over the place. Is it a way to satisfy some people who supported the campaign? When you pass here, a cockroach has been appointed as something for something. A lizard is here, a frog is here. Then you check another corner. There is a bigger reptile there that is also appointed. It is a cause for alarm. I am honestly worried about the number of people President Mahama is appointing left, right, and center. I am scared. In fact, cockroaches are being appointed, lizards are being appointed, mosquitoes are being appointed left, right, and center.
Abusanfo anu ntiwei ensama black rasta ede to ono se ahudwiri de ni hu ahye de dwiri no pa esan se ena wo fa ha osi ono anensemu lizard cockroach and reptile ni nyina frogs nyina ne mubi na and the esan se twa no so no kra yes diplomatic passport yes anso de mam nkofo bi no eno eya na ya pa ena nkofo bi se black rasta we de jealousy go she against bagbo we ni nebre esan se wuti we na nka won so expect say ne nka wuti ne nka won say ama appointment ni bi na nso ama ne sa enti ena wo kan den sabio nka nsuo no eko ukura mu a anka wo ba regina say ena nsuo na enya da na nsuo we enye ena nsuo we ene dooso ne dooso na no ne sen kire ye ma we na bi nsi da we na Ghana fo bi ebisa no say we ebi nsi da na sabio MPP fo kura Ghana fo ne kan yo say MPP fo kura ye ne sensa enti say NDC fo nso ye bi na say de impuntuo ebeba oman ni mu a sane de nkemfa ho esan se boa na be boa ma Ghana kabi ma minka bi ene amemo a chese His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obu no akonanim na senia wo kano senia obisa question Ghana fo bi se obisa question bi se so appointment na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no so ode ma de appreciate ana de apata nkofo bi for boa ye ma omo so during the campaign season etu omo hu si ho ema ne NDC for abeye the sitting government no so eno no oye edi etu omoka na na Ghana for bi so say there bi asem no de no kre de da ho a na waka nti Black Rasta de enim so ka no kre da nti eno ana oguso a o ka no ye nto aso e wonsem fufuo mu na ye to aso wonsem fufuo mu ase nya hu na ye sika sem ne utimi say dollars no na egu ho no na ye hwa research bi akoso na sa research na akoso no na ye say $2,600 and na ehun asem na ye kan, but particularly we are talking about millionaires that are currently in sa millionaires no omo number 2,600 millionaires and currently we have living in Ghana. That is the second highest in West Africa. Sa research from Wealth Research 2025 Africa. Omo no de sa report aba patche say Ghana for so at least ya nye hwe kura na ya bon ye homodin esan say wo hwe your population ene se ne aniama ekoso a na sa 2,600 kwampo de nke so a yetumi eye dodo okra man millionaires for no do so sin say kura nke beboa nanso according to our researcher say Ghana is home to about 2,600 millionaires. That is in 2025. That is Henley and Partners African Wealth Report. Now, no, you share the whole of Africa. I just say Ghana the 8th, but you share West Africa and I that second. Almost the country's economic outlook for 2025 includes a projected growth of around 3.9 to 4.5%, driven by services and oil exports. Enti almost enyi ayegusu ayenyi ewe sika semun na wosha ade a free oil any services bi Ghana for nyume bi a omoye na eno nso ebetumi asesa esan say in the face of the economic world no inflation betumi aba global factors betumi affect oil ne sa niama na amani mu ayeden asachira enti no we ebeto ho na Ghana for bi ebisa say Ghana ha ya ye we ene 2,600 millionaires ewa ha ebi mu ebisa say ha aha ene se na nkofo skapa ene ehye nkofo wa Ghana ha pa ene ye nim ene bi mu nso si sa 2,600 millionaires ebeye politicians ene omabusuafo nko a ehye we die anka 2,600 ni yenhu bi ema yemfili bi enti Ghana ha no sika ewa hapa ma yenhu wo opinion concerning these particular stories, any of them that you like to share, feel free and drop it in the comment box. Pinaxtv do be si hane ato aso e won sen fufuo mu. Stay with us, follow, like and share.